Hey guys, Rick Farah checking in from Briarville, the repair and restoration shop at Joe Case Pipes. Don't have a whole lot to talk about today, but it's been a while since I've been out here on YouTube to say hey to y'all. So, hey, yeah, I'm smoking my Eric Nording freehand. What a shock there, right, guys? Hey, when you got a favorite and you like to smoke it, go ahead and smoke it. Speaking of favorites, in it, one of my all-time favorites. Got a little Frog Morton going on there. Works splendidly with my coffee, my Folgers, yes it is, in my Waffle House mug. We don't stray too far at Briarville. Hey, look, I didn't bring you out here just to get foolish. Did wanted to let you know, well, first off, thanks. Yesterday, spent all day checking in 16 shipments. Over 30 pipes came in yesterday. And man, I just got you guys to thank. Can't tell you how many emails and stuff I get bugging me about making these stupid videos, number one. And and inquiring about having their pipes repaired. And for that, I thank you very much. And that's serious. Because if you guys weren't out there tearing them up, I wouldn't have a whole lot to do. But I thought you might wonder, what goes on when we do check them in. And here's what we checked in yesterday. No, it wasn't this one. Or was it? Get past my notes. Yeah, it was all of these right here. Came in yesterday. 33 of them. Thanks. But what we do, it's not just, just throw them there on, in the corner and let them pile up. Everything's got to be triaged beforehand. And we look at them all, open them up. Gets loaded into the computer. Each order gets loaded into the computer under. We'll create a client file with all the appropriate information so things don't get lost, and keeps the timeline right, keeps the queue correct, and then when they're finished, we use the same software to create the invoice and send the invoice out to the client via email. Every client gets notified when their pipes arrived, either by email or by a phone call if there's something we need to discuss. And always, when you send them in, if you want to talk about the pipe before we start work on it, just put on the shipping form that you get on the website. Please call before you get started, or please call while you're checking them in. And we do. We'll call. We'll figure it out. We'll get on the same page, and then a couple of weeks later, you'll have your pipe back, looking mighty fine. This frog's good. And like most of you know, but we'll say it anyway, Briarville is not just repair and restoration. We've got Joe, of course, Joe Case Pipes, making his just stunning handmade artisan creations. And then on the Briarville side, we've got the estate pipes that we put through the same restoration process that we do for yours, and we put them out on the website for sale, and that way you know exactly what you're getting. And I stand by them. I stand behind all of them. If you're not happy, just send it back unsmoked, and no questions asked. Also, something we do here at Briarville, kind of starting to sound like a commercial just a little bit, don't you think? All right, I'll make it quick, but I did want to say this because we're the only ones that I know that do this. If there's a pipe or something that you want to see a little closer than just the pics on the website, Skype us. search Briarville on the Skype interface, send over the contact request and when the best time to contact you, and we'll sit down and we'll show you every pipe that we have on the website, as well as ones that haven't made it yet. And we've been adding a lot lately, so there's a bunch of them out there, but there's even more coming out there in the next couple of days, weeks, and as we get prepared for Chicago. And yes, Joe and I will be going to Chicago this it's the very last day of April 30th, I believe. You can check it out, the Chicago Pipe Show. Absolutely, it'll be up there. So if you're making plans, be sure to check us out. We'd love to meet you in person. So anyway, do have a pipe tip. We had to go on location for the pipe tip, so stick around for that. You're gonna love it. It's Rick from Briarville. Pipe repair as close as your mailbox, and the repair and restoration shop at Joe Case Pipes. Stick around for the tip. Coming up next. This edition's pipe tip takes us out in the woods. As we all know, pipe smoking hobby is great, but we all have other hobbies as well, and we'll get into that. But first off, wanted to let you know something. Ron, in addition to being a fabulous pipe repairman and restorer, he's also the caretaker of 578 acres that we're on out here, and it's a beautiful place for our second hobby. In this case, it's shooting sports. So I wanted to give a pipe tip while you're out on the range. There's a few safety tips that we need cover, and there's some specifically having to do with your pipe. Follow me. We set up our target out yonder. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'll yell, which is just an old log we found out in the 578 acres that we have here at Ron's property. We're going to go ahead and set our target up right here on the old log. But first, let's take a look at what we got in the bag today. Actually, we got a Icarus from Briarworks was in there, and my Kiko, which I like a lot, and then of course Rick Black's. This is a mortarwood pipe. Anyway, that's what we got in the bag, but obviously it's not what we want for today. So come on back. Let's go find out. Let's go get the appropriate pipe. Appropriate pipe's over here about 50 yards. As we traipsing through the woods, Briarville on location. Let's have a look. This is my other pipe bag. And the perfect pipe for out in the woods. Got my General MacArthur already loaded. Imagine that, guys. Pardon the pun. And this is what we'll be shooting today. It's an AK-47. But the pipe tip is, do not forget your pipe bag on the target. When you put your pipe bag down there, you don't forget your pipe bag, because we'll see what happens. First off, a little bit about my General MacArthur. It's a Missouri Meerschaum. We've all heard of them. Fantastic place to do business with, and the best place to buy, aristocob.com. He has the he's got the full Missouri Meerschaum line. Check him out when you're out shopping if you want to try a cob yourself. They're a lot of fun, and they smoke really good too. But back to shooting. We always got to observe the safety first rule, and which is always ear protection. So we'll go ahead and get our ear protection in place. Having a quick look at the AK-47. It has a 30 round mag, 30 rounds, and they're just a lot of fun to shoot. And we'll go ahead and take a few shots just out and about, just so you can kind of see how much fun these things really are. I'll have to put the cob down, and then we'll just go ahead and plow a few shots here. If you want to swing that over there. Okay. You gotta love my job, folks, as we have too much fun. You guys, when you're out on the range and you're shooting your guns and smoking your pipes and having a great time, don't forget your bag by the target. This has been Rick and Ron at Briarville, and as much as my brother-in-law cringes when I say it, Briarville, the repair and restoration shop at Joe K's Pipes.